You're about to enjoy 16 days on two wheels through some of the most historic and scenic routes our western states have to offer. The destination? Sturgis, South Dakota. This premier motorcycle event is in its 67th year. We'll share with you tribal knowledge from experienced riders on how to make your extended road trip more enjoyable and give you a look at the sights and sounds on what really happens at Sturgis without all the hype. This is Two Wheel Backroads.
When you go on a 1 to 2 day ride, you don't put much thought into packing. Extra t-shirt, socks, chonies, maybe not, and away you go. But when you plan for the 1 to 2 week ride, well, that's when you really got to think about it and how to put 10 pounds of stuff into a 2-pound bag. This year we're going to Sturgis. It's a 14-day trip. What you just saw is 14 days worth of clothes, a sleeping bag, an ice cooler, tent, and a nice comfy chair. And we're going to pack all of this, 10 pounds of stuff, into a 2-pound bag and put it all on that. And we're going to show you how. You may think we're putting too much into this, but there is a method to our madness, and you'll figure that out once we get to the end of this. But what you want to do is segregate everything into days. Put your wardrobe together, figure out what you want to wear for that day, and go ahead and put it in little piles. Because as we go along, you're going to need to know which day is which. Now I've got my pile segregated into what I'm going to wear each day. Makes it a whole lot easier. Now I'm going to show you a trick. Here's what we're going to do is we're going to do two things. One, we're going to save space and get rid of wrinkles. This is what we do is we go ahead and take your wardrobe and roll it. No longer worried about going ahead and folding or anything. What we're doing is rolling. Roll it as tight as you can and set it aside. And I mean roll everything. Chonies, you name it, you roll it. You put it all together, and again, keep it all in a pile so that you know which day is which, because this will come in handy for your next step.
I can't change this strangeness, so I won't change this strangeness, so I won't change this strangeness.
You completed rolling all your clothes, kept them segregated, and each day you're going to wear them. We're going to start stuffing that 10 pounds of stuff into the 2-pound bag. Take the last set of clothes that you're going to wear and put those at the very bottom of the bag. And then work your way to the top. Second to the last set of clothes, and away you go. What this does with this method is allows you to never have to unpack your bag while on the road. You need your first day of clothes, it's right up on top and you're ready to go. You know those little socks that get a little gamey? Here's a hint. Use a plastic bag. Stick your gamier articles into an odor-proof bag and away you go. Keeps your good smelling stuff away from your bad smelling stuff. Now you can pack it and roll. Once your bags are packed, the only thing left to do is figure out how to stick it on the bike. Here's my trick. My saddlebags are waterproof. I don't have to worry about it. My chair, I don't care if it gets wet or not. Ice chest? Hey, what are ice chests for? The thing I'm concerned about is keep my sleeping bag dry and keep my tent dry. The issue I have with this, sleeping bags become a big, huge sponge once they get wet. What do I do to take care of that? Since I can't pack them in my bags, I stick them in a waterproof duffel. You can also use a U.S. surplus duffel and just line it with garbage bags, stuff it in there, and you're good to go. Waterproof duffel, sleeping bag, tent inside, nice and warm. All thing left is what do we do with an extra bag? Always bring it along with you, especially if it's waterproof. You never know what you want to keep dry once you're out on the road. What's left to do is to attach it to the bike and go for the ride. Hard part's done, bags are packed, ready to stick them on the bike. Things you need to remember here is all about balance on the bike. You want to load your bike so that you don't have it heavy on either side or front to back. Make sure you have plenty of control and you don't overload your bike. For me, it's easy. All I have to do is open up a saddlebag, put one of my handy dandy duffel bags in, and we're ready to go. The hard part for me was the duffel and the chair. How to put these on the bike? Easy job. I just use the handles here to hold the chair on, and then place the bag onto the bike. You're thinking, oh, that's an easy way. Only problem is I found out this was too long for me to be able to use the rear view mirrors. I got around that by placing this vertically. This places it dead center in the bike, gives me a backrest, and plus I can use the handles on attaching it to my grips here. Securing the load to the bike, that's the next thing you got to worry about. For me, bungee cords work really good for this. Especially when everything is right here, I got handles to attach to. All I have to do is bungee it on and I'm good to go. Other thing also what I wanted to do is make sure the load was secure, both front and back, by placing one high around the top. That way it would never fold on me or slide off the bike. Other options are a net. Great things that they've come up with. You got them in different sizes. This works really good when you want to secure something maybe to your tank or to your luggage rack in the back. Other options is to use straps or even cables. I caution you with these straps because they have this long tag line you got to worry about. You want to make sure those are secure to make sure they don't get wrapped up into any moving parts of your bike, rear wheels, chains, things like that. Other than that, this baby's good to go, and I'm Sturgis bound.
About a mile east of Middlegate, Nevada on US Highway 50, we took a break next to a lone cottonwood tree filled with hundreds of shoes. Legend has it the first pair was thrown by a young couple during a wedding night argument. Later, their children's shoes were added to the tree. Whatever its origins, this is one of 11 known shoe trees in the nation. The custom is, write a message on your shoes and toss them into the tree for good luck and a safe journey.
This is Emmanuel, and he is having his first breakdown, and hopefully the last one. 44 miles west of Ely, Nevada. The first Harley party.
After a night's rest and some quick bike repair by Attitude Custom Cycles there in Ely, we're back on the road. Next stop, Vernal, Utah, 388 miles east, the heart of dinosaur land and home of Dinah the Pink Dinosaur.
In my wings, for much darker of things. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. Oh, no, you can't change my mind. Yeah yeah yeah. No, you can't waste my time. Oh no, you can't change my.
Because of the late start to complete bike repairs, we arrived in Vernal, Utah later than planned. We found that the local restaurants had closed, so we went to Plan B, visited the local 7-Eleven, and enjoyed a pre-Sturgis party of questionable sandwiches and microwave burritos in front of our hotel rooms. Party on, Bill.
Every time that I try to do the right thing, I sting so badly. Every minute I try to smile, I wanna cry so loudly. I don't mind if you change your point of view, just for you. But I seem to recall it somewhere. You were mine, almost mine. Every time that I hear someone call your name, I lie.
Following U.S. Highway 191, we left Vernal and the Ashley Valley behind, traveling through Flaming Gorge National Recreation Area, and enjoyed the scenic vistas of the Clay Basin in Sweetwater County. Wyoming is an Algonquin word meaning large prairie place.
All right, on three, Sturgis.
Oh, no more. We're close. I smell it.
No, that's porcupine.
Oh, okay.
All right, anytime you guys are ready, say something.
Bye. Bye. Sturgis. Bye-bye. One. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sturgis. Baby.
We arrived in Casper, Wyoming early in the afternoon. This gave us the opportunity to do some planned last-minute provisioning, preparing for the next 10 days of camping at one of the many campgrounds supporting the rally.
7:46 in the morning. We just rolled out of Casper, Wyoming. Gassed up. We're moving. Next stop, Sturgis. Gonna have an interesting time. Been hearing a lot of war stories from the guys sitting around in the evenings while we're stopped. And sounds like it's going to be interesting. Again, my first time. This ought to be fun. So, I know you've heard it before, but Sturgis, baby. mention that Wyoming was flat? I think so. And it is very interesting, though. I've seen a lot of wildlife, deer, pronghorn, sheep, cows. Oh, and cows. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to keep everybody updated because we're still in Wyoming, heading to South Dakota. So far, so good. Really been an interesting trip so far. Cannot wait to see what this whole Sturgis thing is all about. So, keep you up to date. Keep watching.
Finally made it. South Dakota, we're just outside of Lead. We're only miles away from Sturgis, baby.
South Dakota. We just crossed the line over into South Dakota, made all of the stops, got some of the shots. It's getting closer. We're not too far away now. From what I understand, we should be seeing signs for Sturgis not too far from now. So, we're in the Black Hills of South Dakota at this time. It's not too far away. Sturgis, baby. Okay. Just went through the thriving little metropolis of Lead, South Dakota. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, L-E-A-D, Lead, South Dakota. We're still on our way to Sturgis, getting closer by the minute. I can see Mikey twitching up there, so obviously we're getting close enough to where he can smell it. All right, stand by, more to come.
And I know that someday that everything will be okay, and in time you will find that everything will be just fine.
So, we're in Deadwood. Check this out.
My car it just caught on fire and my license is about to expire. I can't slow down the clock.
South Dakota. Hey, everything from here on out, life is good. Stay tuned, boys and girls.
And I know that someday that everything will be okay, and in time you will find that everything will be just fine. And I know that someday that everything will be okay, and in time we'll see you're everything you're meant to
And I'm Sturgis bound.
From Sturgis. Sturgis, baby. Sturgis, baby. Okay.
Sturgis. Bye-bye. One. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sturgis. Baby. We're only miles away from Sturgis, baby. Can you tell we were excited? This just makes you want to punch the next guy who says Sturgis, baby, doesn't it? Even though we were as giddy as 6-year-old girls in a Barbie factory, this is not the first pilgrimage to Sturgis for most of the group. It was, however, the first with a support vehicle. Remember the 10-pound stuff in the 2-pound bag? This allows us to bring extra tools, awnings, and gear that helped in creature comforts at the campsite. As a group, we needed to be aware of just how much extra gear we were packing. You know, the same goes for the bike. Just because you have the space doesn't mean you need to fill it. We want our gear lean and multifunctional. If a support vehicle is not in your future, with some pre-planning, you can ship your camping equipment ahead and have it waiting for you when you arrive. We arrived in Sturgis 4 days and our bikes 1,400 miles dirtier 1 week ahead of the official starting date of the rally. And our next episode, we'll go looking for Nemo, ride the rides, and get ready for the 500,000 attendees with visions of chrome choppers dancing in their heads. I'm Shane Lautenslager. Ride safe.